Friday, September 24th, 1909. Flowers, flowers, flowers. My fingers are sore from making artificial flowers for ladies' hats. We've been working on them all week because as soon as Mama heard I couldn't start work at the factory, she didn't waste any time. She went right to Mr. Silvio and got an extra large order of artificial flowers so we can earn our rent money. Mommy usually brings Teresa with her when she goes to get flowers because Mr. Silvio has his favorites. He pinches Teresa's cheeks and teases her, which Teresa doesn't like at all. Today, while my fingers were busy, I couldn't help figuring in my head how much money we'll make. In a way, it's a little like the number problems Miss Kelly gave us. We get 10 cents for each gross, 144 flowers we make. Sometimes Zee Maria works with Mama, and so does Rosa's mama, Zee Katina, and her little boys, Afio and Pito, are at school. But I don't think Zee Katina has worked for several weeks now. By herself, Mama can make enough flowers to earn about 60 cents a day. On days when Teresa and I help, we can make 12 gross, more than 1,700 flowers, $1.20. Last night, Babu said that he would try to get work next week, but Mama won't hear of it. She says his shoulder must heal more. Ah, how you all take care of us all, Mama, he teased her. At bedtime. We had so many flowers to finish tonight. Even Vito, who would rather be running in the streets with his friends, pulled up the chair at the kitchen table. We do almost everything in our kitchen, especially in the winter, when we want to get near the warmth of the stove. This little room is our main living and eating area, and at night it's Vito's bedroom too. Babu doesn't usually help with the flowers, although Teresa tells me the other afternoon when she came home from school, she found him working along with Mama at the table. Most evenings, though, Babu goes to his favorite cafe on Mulberry Street to talk and play cards with Steve Vincino and other men from the neighborhood. Is it roses, violets, or daisies? Vito asked. Mama smiled. She pampers Vito and never scolds him as sharply as she does us girls. Violets, the spring hats. Teresa picked apart petals while I separated stems. I dipped each... why am I making this so delicate? Teresa picked apart petals while I separated stems. I dipped each end into paste spread on a board on the table. Mama and Louisa slipped the petals up the stems. Vito tried to help, but his fingers aren't as quick as ours are. His tongue makes up for it, though. Before long, he was boasting about how much money he'll make when he starts work. You should work in a candy factory, Vito, Teresa suggested. Teresa loves candy, especially Tyrone, almond candy, but we don't usually have extra money for such treats. Louisa smiled and said Vito would hate working in a candy factory. She told us about a girl in her shop named Maria who once worked in one. Maria had to peel coconuts and almonds all day long. The work was dirty and made her hands hurt. Worst of all, she only got $4.50 a week. Vito snorted. Well then, I won't work in a candy factory. I'll own one. I heard an Italian started the Margella Candy Company. You wait. That'll be me someday. A rich businessman. It's hard not to smile at Vito's bragging. He began telling wild stories of all the fancy things he'll buy in the big department stores uptown when he's rich. Before long, Teresa was laughing so hard she started to wheeze. Mama clucked her tongue and sent Teresa to lie down.